Hello from the Dukascopy TV studio in Geneva. I'm Daniel Schwenger. Alongside me to discuss the subject of bank secrecy and tax optimization is Rene Philippe from Offshore Premium. Rene, welcome to the studio.
Hi Daniel, thanks for your invitation.
Yes, we invited you already 4 months ago and you had a similar interview on the subject of tax optimization. So why do we need to revisit this subject again?
But look Daniel, what is happening is that bank secrecy is being torn to pieces. Between FACTA on tax information agreement, which we discussed already in previous interview, you have now the OECD, which has implemented a new common standard requirement for automatic tax exchange agreement, which has been translated by a new convention. And put it this way, this is the last nail into the coffin of the business of tax evasion. That's the end of it.
So there is no bank secrecy anymore?
Look at things this way, Daniel. You have 81 countries which have signed the Mutual Administrative Tax Assistance Agreement from the OECD. Okay? This agreement contains an Article 6 which provides for automatic exchange of information. The only piece that was missing was to adopt a standard requirement for automatic exchange of information. This has been done. 51 countries have signed it. On the other hand, you have 700 tax information exchange agreements which are enforced. And then you have already 111 countries which are FACTA compliant. So the world of countries which have a strong bank secrecy is shrinking.
So Singapore did not sign this convention on automatic exchange. So does that mean that the capital is all moving there now?
No, actually, because I have read this also with 2-3 so-called specialists telling that Singapore would be the next destination. But actually, those people don't know what they are talking about. The issue is this. Singapore has taken a very strong stand against tax evasion. Since July 2013, tax evasion is a criminal offense. Okay? Singapore is reviewing all its old double tax avoidance agreement to introduce a tax exchange information clause into it. Singapore has signed the OECD Mutual Administrative Tax Assistance Agreement. It's not yet enforced because it still has to be ratified. What they have seen is Singapore has not signed the mutual competent agreement which provides for the standard. But if there was again one doubt, the Deputy Prime Minister from Singapore, which is also the Finance Minister, has said on the 3rd November that by 2018 Singapore would comply with automatic exchange of agreement. So it's definitively not the destination if all you want to do is to hide assets.
And how does this development change the situation for offshore bank account opening?
Yes, but it all depends what kind of account you open. If you set up offshore companies on offshore account to do what we call tax optimization, which is legal, then it's business as usual, okay? But if you are one of those guys which are in the sole business of providing offshore service for helping people to hide assets from their tax administration, then you are a dinosaur and you are about to become extinct. You know, when I'm talking about offshore services, I like to make a comparison with the chess game, okay? And basically, if you are today a US tax resident or a European tax resident and you have an offshore account which sole purpose is to hide your assets from your tax administration, you are about to become chess. On the next turn, the administration may capture your assets. Okay? It may not be next week, it may not be next month, but the time will be coming.
So can you give some examples how it's going to be changing?
Imagine, for example, a French resident. He just discovers that he inherited from a member of his family, and the inheritance consists of a Swiss bank account. 5 years ago, he would have been thrilled. Today, it's a hot potatoes. What to do with it? He's considering, for example, Mauritius. Okay, he's looking a little bit on the web. He sees that Mauritius does not have a tax information exchange agreement with France, and he's also seeing that Mauritius did not sign the mutual administrative assistance agreement, or the OECD one. So he's thinking it looks good, but no, because Mauritius and France have a double tax administration avoidance agreement, which contains a clause of exchange of information, and they have both signed the new agreement from the OECD on the standard requirement for automatic exchange. So by 2017, you will have automatic exchange between France and Mauritius. Take another example, Romanian citizen. The same, has some money, you want to set it aside in Mauritius. No double tax avoidance agreement between Mauritius and Romania. Romania has signed the mutual administrative assistance agreement, but not Mauritius. No tax information exchange agreement, so it looks good. And yes, for now, it's okay. But both countries have signed the agreement on the common standard requirement for automatic exchange agreement. So if one day Mauritius becomes part to the OECD mutual administrative tax agreement, or if they sign together a double tax agreement, then automatic exchange of information. The point is this: 20 years ago, you were opening an offshore bank account for life. Okay? Now, you are opening it. But how long time will you be protected? Is it 3 months, 1 week, 6 months, 1 year? We don't know. We don't have a clue. So basically, people which only objective is to hide assets, they will be on the run. So it's definitively not a solution anymore.
Rene Philippe, thank you very much for now. So we will cover the future of tax optimization in the next part of our interview. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your invitation, Daniel, and see you soon.
And thank you for watching. Do make sure to keep clicking back on the Dukascopy TV website for latest updates and exclusive interviews. See you next time and have a great day.